Today we are at the Leicestershire Young Farmers Rally. We came here last time and filmed it. It's like the Farmer Olympics, there's lots of stuff going on. But since we've already looked at that, I thought today we would talk to some young farmers about what they think of the world around them. So what do you think about what the government is doing at the moment?
I think the government is doing a terrible job about British farming. The removal of SFIs will cripple this industry.
Why?
Because we do not have enough money as it is, and we need every financial help we can get.
You're a farmer yourself, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long have your family been in dairy farming?
Since my great-granddad, to be fair. He bought a farm and it got handed down to my granddad, and then to my dad, and then to my older brother.
So how many cows do you milk?
4,500.
4,500 cows, bloody hell. We used to milk like 100 at home. So that must be quite a big operation.
Yeah, we've got a giant circular milking chamber that they all of them go into at the same time.
What's the drink?
This is a Rodney.
What is a Rodney?
It's some WKD and calm.
Have you ever had a Rodney anywhere other than a Young Farmers event?
No,
How many Rodneys are you going to have today?
I don't know. Probably 5.
How many Rodneys have you had?
About 4 or 5.
How many Rodneys have you had?
I don't know.
Rodneys have you had?
5.
Only 2 or 3. So how many Rodneys have you had?
10 so far.
Dairy farming is quite controversial at the moment. Do you think that what you do is bad for the planet?
Not really. It's kind of helping with like people's milk production and getting milk and growing plants with the slurry and everything.
Do you think that it's unethical to keep cows for dairy?
No.
Why?
Because they're basically bred to milk. Like you got your beef stock that are gone for slaughter. Like your dairy go for milk.
Are the government's current policies changing your plans for the future, either personally or as an enterprise?
As a farm, yes. Personally, not at the moment. But as a farm, as a whole, yeah.
So what are you looking at differently?
Inheritance tax. Because my brother's planning on giving it up to go to uni and move on. So then the inheritance tax for me is an absolute fortune.
And is that going to mean that you don't expand in the way that you would do, or you don't make investments? So how is that affecting?
We won't expand as much as we were planning to now due to the inheritance tax, but it's one of them things.
So what do you do for work?
Agricultural engineer.
And you like doing that?
Yeah. So I wanted to be a farmer. Realised I've not got a family farm. There's not really any progression in it if you've not got your own farm, and I always enjoyed engineering, so put the two together and away we went.
So the decisions that you've made have been shaped by the fact that it's really hard to get into agriculture.
Or we get political.
Good question. I'd say so. I'd say so.
Would you rather have been a farmer than an agricultural engineer?
No, I don't think so. Not now.
So you're happy with?
I'm happy where I am.
You're
I've
happy
got
with where you are?
progression. I'm running a workshop and it's
Yeah. So at the moment, there's a lot of people who are very worried about the way that the industry is going and all the government policies and stuff. Do you think they're going to affect you as an agricultural engineer?
100%. We're noticing it already. So the fact that we're trying to sell our services to farmers, they're not wanting to spend money. Why would they want to spend money when they've got nothing coming in? They're not wanting to use us. I'm a main dealer, and they're not. Yeah, they don't want to use us.
So do you think this threatens your job?
100%.
Yeah.
110%. I didn't think it did at first, but since I learned more about it, yeah, I'd say so.
So what do you do for work?
I work on a dairy farm in Desford.
In Desford. I used to work on the same dairy farm in
Yes,
Desford.
we've already had this chat, yes.
Yes, before I went to university.
Yes, nice people.
So do you like doing that?
Yes, a lot of like learning and stuff, and I learn a lot. I like the people, I have fun, I make great friends.
Did you go to agricultural college?
Yeah, Brooksby.
Was it good?
I'm currently on my second year, but it's so far not that good.
It's not that good.
I do not recommend it.
Why is it not good?
Because you don't really learn much. When you do, it's the same thing over and over again. Same thing over and over again. It's repetitive and boring.
Yeah, but you say you learn things at work.
Yeah, way more than I do at college.
What do you want to do after college?
Contracting or owning my own farm.
Owning your own farm. Do you think that's something that you might be able to do?
Maybe, if I won't buy all these.
You don't buy all those?
Yeah.
Do you think that the government's policies at the moment are going to affect the decisions that you make?
A lot, yeah. With the policies about taxing like farms from when they're passed over. Disgraceful, because you've already brought the farm out right, so why do you got to pay more money towards it? If you know what I mean? Like, you're wasting even more money, and obviously you've got to just sell stuff to afford it. And how's people going to get food on their plates if, you know?
But surely if you're someone trying to get a farm, it could potentially mean that some land comes up for sale for you to buy it.
Yeah, but
you don't see it like that.
Not really. It's just government being the government, pricks really.
So have you guys been involved in the protesting?
Yeah. Well, we've got a family farm. Job's gone to shit, really. We've worked it out. Is it really worth it?
What, you mean to keep going?
To carry on, yeah. My parents are getting to the age where they want to retire. Well,
your dad's 50!
Wait, restart. No, because they actually are. Yeah, they're slowing down. They want me to go to uni, but is it worth going to uni to do agriculture? What am I actually going to gain from it?
Would you like to continue farming?
Oh yeah.
Do you think that you will continue farming?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, so you're going to it anyway.
Yeah.
But just maybe not with a degree.
You'll continue farming, but you'll just get.
You'll be on board.
You'll have to downgrade. You'll have to sell off bits to afford it. But, and that's what the farm tax is going to do. It's going to mean everybody then has to downsize, sell off, to become smaller, so that you're able to carry on farming. For what reason?
So, what do you do?
I'm a contractor.
Is that you work for a contractor?
Yeah.
Or how is what the government is doing at the moment impacting your life?
Well, where I work for, it's multi-million £. So
in terms of like the machinery they own is worth that.
We got it valued when the inheritance tax come out, 3 million.
3 million
for the tractors and all the machinery. And so my boss's lad will have to pay a fair bit to inheritance tax.
Yeah. Do you think that might impact your job?
Yeah, 100%. Because if my boss dies today, my boss's son that will take over the business has got to spend a couple million on inheritance tax.
Do you want to stay in farming?
Of course I do, yeah. I love it.
You love
it's
it?
in the blood.
It's in the blood. What do you want to do long term? Do you want to stay being a contractor?
All right for myself.
You want to farm, yeah.
But the inheritance tax is going to mess up.
So you don't see this as a good thing because potentially land could be coming up for sale that you could buy.
No, I want to be a contractor when I want to.
So you want to
for myself? I want to be a contractor, yeah.
Cool, wasn't it? So you guys are at agricultural college, are you?
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Equine level 3.
What do people do for work after studying equine?
Anything in the equine industry?
Anything?
Anything in equine.
Like what? What is the job?
Racing, business, selling horses.
Selling horses. So there are a lot of jobs. Do you know if people do all end up working in equine?
Not everyone, but majority of them. Well, I mean, there's a lot of jobs within the equine industry that you can go into.
So it's just economic. You don't actually like horses. You're just.
Yeah, no, I do. I've got 3 of my own.
You like horses. What's good about a horse?
It's like a big dog.
Do you think farming destroys nature?
No.
Why?
Because most farmers, not a lot of farmers, chop down trees and that. People say they do, but they don't. Don't get me wrong, they use diesel and everything, but at the end of the day, we feed the country.
So do you think farming destroys nature?
No.
No. Why? Do you like nature?
We love nature.
You love. Do you think that farming destroys wildlife?
No, not at all.
Why?
We've just planted all seed rain. You should see the amount of busy bees we've got. Because we've got B-Man, he's in there every day taking honey.
The bee man. You have the bee man.
Yeah.
Who's the bee man?
I don't know his name, probably Darren.
Say if we're ploughing or one of our fields, we'll have 20, 30 buzzards, red kites, everything coming down on the fields. So like you can't say it destroys farm.
I know it releases carbon, but one plane journey's going to do what we do in a year.
Tell you what we do need, a seagull call.
Seagull call.
Yeah,
That's it.
Call them.
You call it for that.
Horrible.
Would you guys date horse girls?
No. Fuck it, they cost money.
I'm gonna
Would you date a horse girl?
Of course I would.
Do you like horses?
No.
Doesn't like horses.
Glorified cows.
Glorified cows.
They are, mate.
Yeah. cows are better though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a big feature in this YouTube video.